Welcome to another Divergent Dice D&D evening. This time with the Finders Keepers crew. We have the whole gang in one room, so if there is any audio issues, just ignore it and deal with it, because there's no other option. Coda will have the best audio of the night, so we'll be fine. Tell us about it, and then we'll try and fix it. Aries is better. Okay, so with that said, recaps. Kodo, you're here with us in spirit.
Okay, fair.
All right, so with that said, let's do a fun recap to talk about what you crazy cats got up to last time.
Oh, I remember. Sort of.
Sand.
Yes, lots of sand. I hope you enjoy sand in your buns. I believe last we left off, we had just destroyed the lens, right? That was down there, and yeah, that was what happened at the start of the.
You mean like where we started? We had already finished that. Yeah.
So at the beginning of last session, we had just destroyed the lens. That's correct, right? Okay. And then from there,
beaten like a drum.
Right. From there, I can't quite recall how we determined the direction of the other lenses. I don't know if it was because you talked with Tamar or...
Cirrus has a map.
Cirrus has a map. I pay attention during D&D. And so I guess we made our way in that direction and came across a large... kind of... There were like a lot of cliff faces with a statue in the middle of it that had a banana. I got a really high perception check and noticed that some of the sand was stirring in one of the areas. And then I can't remember what Tutu threw on it, but you threw something on it, and then this big bug creature popped up out of the sand, and we were like, ew, gross, and it was like... Tutu and Cirrus put their catapult plan into action and chucked a 40-pound boulder at it, which did a hefty amount of damage, and I don't think Terror liked that too much.
It's mechanically valid.
It is mechanically valid, and it did a lot of damage, and it was fun to watch. Investigated around a little bit, because we noticed that we were still kind of on high alert, key for still an initiative. Orexos tried to get a high vantage point by hopping on top of a statue that was had the banana in its lap, and noticed some more sand that was moving in a similar pattern over by a dick cactus. Decided to attempt to pick up said banana with the intention of throwing it at the sand following Tutu's lead to get it to pop up. Didn't realize that it was a banana of mind control, more or less. And it convinced Orexos that he was this all-powerful son of... What's his fucking name? Aldred. And that those who did not bow to his will deserved to be put to death. And he made the very fatal mistake of calling Tutu a peasant, and promptly got a nice shatter right to the face, which did a hefty chunk of damage. The Bananarama, probably. Eventually, after much beatings, Orexos finally failed the strength check to hold onto this thing and dropped it. Upon which Tutu promptly scooped it up into her box with Rablo kicking it in? Or did he, scoop it in? Like, he got a handful of sand and, scooped it in? And then Tutu flew over and emptied out said box on top of the sand pit bug monster thing, which probably would have done significantly more damage. Unfortunately, it was hiding under the sand first. Big sad. I remember you searching out Riker's key. That was one of the things you were adamant about finding in the big pile of stuff. We wound up beating the other bug person. Cirrus found an entire box of more Bananaramas, which we gathered were given to what would be considered the subjects to blindly follow the one that was in control of the big banana that Erexos had, right? And then yeah, his big banana. I know. Thanks, Lucas. I get it. And
one banana to rule them all.
I made the fatal mistake of thinking that the second the destroying the big banana wouldn't cause as big of an explosion as it did before, but I was wrong. And that was not a fun time. I believe we continued traveling after that towards where we know the lens is, and Tempest got torn to shit by a couple of... They're chimeras, right? They're not manticores, they're chimeras.
Chimeras, yes.
And then we left off with Tutu very stealthily trying to see what she could see around the corner where we saw the chimeras flying. I don't know if I missed anything.
Tempest got worn like a wee little hat.
Tempest made poor choices.
Tutu entered stealth owl mode, flying just above the sand as to not cause any sound to see what she could see. And I don't know if you rolled a perception check before we left off. So I don't know what you saw.
Has not rolled yet. Alright, excellent recap. Anyone have anything else they want to add?
I just want to say thanks, Coda.
For doing the recap?
Yeah, you're the real MVP.
I figured I'd give Ari a break because she's probably spent enough time this week yelling at you guys for being stupid.
I don't know what. Yeah, you're right.
No way.
I got you, Ari.
Alright, so with that, we'll bring it back in, and Tutu has stealthily made her way up to the corner and is peering around for a look to see what she can see of the chimera that you encountered in the sky, saw circling above. And go ahead and roll that perception check, Tutu.
Look, if you guys are making jokes and I can't hear them, this isn't fair.
Oh, we're not making jokes. We're just we're playing a game of Where's Waldo.
Might be popping the frame on both cameras.
I thought Ryan's just making faces at whatever camera he can find because I said big banana.
Oh, we all know that was a metallic croissant.
On the map, it was a banana.
The crescent of leadership is offended.
I'm gonna forget to push to talk so many times.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for everyone in the room that's actually gonna have to hear me say things twice.
I'm here for the echo. What am I doing?
Perception?
Check, please.
Shouldn't Kodo be here actually? Because like he's the one who could use the echo.
Haha.
23, real good. So Tutu, you make your way up to the corner, kind of flapping your little wings just off the ground. And as you peer on the corner, you see the two chimera that have been like circling. I'm just gonna move you around the corner so you can see a little bit better because of the.
Well, I don't want to move around the corner. I just wanted to like peek around this corner, and all I was looking for was some kind of reason for them behaving the way that they were, like chitlin of some kind. Egg form, beast form, furry form, I don't know.
It's either an egg or like a baby goat or like a cub lion or something, whatever they produce.
So as you peek around the corner, you see the two chimera. One you can see on the map right now with the dynamic lighting. Peering around the corner, you see the other one, and they are like swooping at each other at this point over the kind of central area of these ruins with the temple beyond. And you see them like, flash in the air. You see like snarls, you see flame kind of come from the draconic-looking mouths of both creatures targeted like at each other. Then you see them break apart and kind of like fly back towards each other. They land on the ground, and this kind of clash continues between the two of them. Periodically, they kind of take a step back, seem to like collect themselves, and then they'll either charge at each other on the ground or leap back into the air and swoop at each other again.
Okay, I'll go back to the group and tell them that it looks like they're fighting.
Fighting each other? Is this some sort of territory war? You didn't see a little one, did you?
Nope, they just look like they're attacking each other.
I guess they ran out of elementals to smack around.
What do we have to be mindful about how we approach this. We don't want to be seen. Does anyone have any suggestions? Tutu, you're smart.
I mean, we have to go in there anyway. So maybe if they're focused on each other, they won't be focused on us. I don't know. I feel like we've dedicated ourselves to taking out these lens things. I'm not really sure why we did one. I don't know. Why do we have to do all of them again?
I think if we do them all, then it'll break down the barrier that makes this a pocket dimension.
Oh.
I didn't understand it very much when you explained it,
Well, I mean, I guess this is where we have to go then.
but it's from what I read in the book.
Did I see the lens up top? Or any, like, the sundial thing from before?
No, you haven't seen anything that would indicate the lens. This location seems to be correct. I think Tutu's, assumption, like logical deduction, would speak that it's probably inside this pyramid structure.
What is well, because Tutu would have seen it. Did you mention that there was a pyramid structure? Sorry, I don't want to speak for you.
You guys all saw it. Like, it's huge.
Okay.
Like, you see it over the wall. You guys saw it when you were approaching. There's just, right now on the map, you can't see over the wall that's surrounding it.
Tutu, did you happen to see a way into this structure? Maybe we could skirt around the edges?
With my 23 perception, I saw chimeras fighting.
You also, just because hearing without moving your token is difficult, just going to move you to what you would have seen. That should give you a good sense.
That's supposed to give me a good sense.
Here, different angles of darkness.
Right?
If you scroll to the top of the map, you should be able to see the entrance.
Oh, that's an entrance. It's also really hard to see what you ping on a yellow-orange map when your color is orange. Okay. I feel like I caught notice of an entrance of some kind. But it's like on the other side. So here's my theory. We can either like take these cool cats out or we die trying.
I am not a fan of the death option, I'll be honest. Is there perhaps a way we could skirt around the edges. I don't know if this is like, is the pyramid
I didn't
in the
really
dead
see an
center?
edge. This seems to be like a broken side.
Hmm. What
Based
do we
on
have?
on the approach you guys took here, this is kind of like a predominantly walled kind of courtyard, if you would, to this pyramid, where like the walls kind of extend out from the backside of the pyramid and form this area. There is a section of wall here that is missing. The wall, where it is intact, is probably about 30 feet tall. So do with that as you will. You probably can't go around if you're looking to enter, unless there happens to be an entrance on the back of the pyramid or something.
So we have to fight these to find the entrance.
Yeah, it's on the other side. Well, I mean, we could try to just ignore them and walk forward instead of fighting them.
I mean, I like that idea.
So you just want to try to like casually stroll through the middle of their ongoing fight?
Yeah, we
May-
just fly casual.
Maybe.
Well, okay.
Do you think perhaps we should? See, I can't see what you saw. I imagine based off of seeing here, there's sort of like maybe broken buildings around the area we can kind of try and duck and cover behind to avoid getting shot at. Because I'll be honest, I feel like we've seen enough death recently. I'd rather not have to see my friends that way as well.
So we're not trying to casually walk through?
Oh no, I like casual a lot.
Nope.
Like I like trying to sneak. The way those things rip Tempest apart. I don't know if we want to mess with them.
So we're just going to stroll right down the center to the entrance.
How about we follow you? You saw the most.
I think whatever we can do to stay away from these things is in our best interest.
All right, who's got Pass Without a Trace?
Oh boy.
Cool, thank you.
That's a crappy roll. Yeah, you still get 11.
I think mechanically, to answer your question, Kodo, the only person who can learn Pass Without Trace right now is Link, now that he's a druid.
Let me see something here. Hang on.
And I don't have that, for the record.
Mechanically, how does until the end of your turn work outside of combat?
6 seconds.
Just trying to think, because in essence, I could have my Echo. So as long as it doesn't end its turn more than 30 feet away from me, it still persists, but I can move it further. It would just be destroyed at the, quote, end of my turn.
So 6 seconds later.
Which how would you determine that in far as, like, how far it could move?
What's your movement speed?
35.
It could move 35 feet.
So I could, in essence, have it 70 feet away from me before it gets destroyed.
4 to 6 seconds. And like some of that's it traveling there.
Can you use your echo to just kind of like go from cover to cover to cover?
I can, in essence, yes. But
Well,
that doesn't
you
assist
still-
anyone else.
Well, I mean, I can hide in my vessel.
Sorry, I moved up here so I can measure.
I can go invisible if you need me to.
You can?
Yep.
That'll be handy. I should point out that Tempest was invisible when he got ripped to shreds. So just be careful.
Oh, so I can just stay me then.
It would seem that they have a knack for seeing things invisible. We might as well save the spell for when it's needed. How close were they, would you say, Tutu?
Well, that depends on if they were in the air or when they landed or when they were attacking each other.
Relative to positions of the courtyard, were they more on the right side, more on the left side, more in the middle?
I only saw one.
Okay.
Sorry, that's just a mechanic of the way dynamic lighting works. You would have seen both, and Tutu is very smart with figuring out the distances, so it would be second from the corner where you guys are. They kind of square off about 50 feet apart from each other, and then charge, fight, fly at each other. But they are about 50 feet away from the corner on different sides of the courtyard.
I mean, maybe Tempest got murked because he flew in the middle of them fighting each other. So if we stay on the ground and just walk down the middle, they won't hurt us.
Kind of skirt around the sides under where they're up in the air and avoid
Well-
where they clash on the ground.
Wait, through the middle or on the side? Because you said both.
Koto's understanding from Tara's explanation was that they're in the air, like here, and
Yep.
then they clash into the center here and land on
Yeah.
the ground and then fly back up to the sides.
Do you want to go around like this way?
That might be better so that they don't land on us.
We could try it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Sneaky?
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Tutu, where'd
Hello?
She was here a second ago.
Ray, did you...
Yeah, sorry, I really pooped. in bed
That's
last
so
night.
perfect.
Stealth roll. So the-
Ray just starts
Yes.
panicking.
I guess
Yeah,
no
Ray
one
panics.
needs to roll a stealth roll now.
I'll take advantage for a straight roll.
Okay.
Okay.
It didn't matter.
Be super sneaky. Super. You're the sand. Be the sand. Be the sand. No one can see you. Oh boy.
Alright, so as you guys start making your way around, you see again, as soon as you kind of round the corner, these two figures fly towards, clash, grapple. You see a gout of flame erupt, kind of scorching and washing over the one chimera. Oh, the 8 way up above. I got you. Can I get perception checks from everyone as you kind of round the corner and take this in again? Okay. Link, Ray, Orexos. Still waiting on Cirrus. Okay, there. Everyone excluding Tutu, who is way too busy trying to be sneaky to pay attention. Notice that as your eyes kind of look to these chimeras clashing, and you see these huge cones of flame just wash over them, you're expecting to see charred fur and scales and blood and wounds from these clashes. You're not seeing any on these figures. It looks like both figures seem unscathed.
Does anyone else notice they're not hurting each other?
No.
Who said that?
Me.
Where? Oh, Tutu, I didn't see you. You're so sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe if they're using fire, maybe they're also immune to fire. We should keep that in mind if we have to attack them.
Sorry, DM description fail. The chomps, claws. None of the wounds seem to. None of the attacks seem to be causing any visible damage.
Can I peer at them as if I'm trying to see if they're an illusion?
Sure. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
If
Int
they
check
are an
intel.
illusion, they fucked up Tempest.
Int check. Intelligence check. Who's goes intelligence check? Can I modify it with the number of gold I have?
You have redemptions in this game. You could take advantage if you wanted. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
They look solid to me.
Yeah, they certainly look solid. They sound solid. You can, even these flame gouts from your distance, you can feel the air heat up around.
What's so funny?
Yes. Inadvertently, right.
Should we attempt to kind of skirt around the back side of these buildings here in
Yeah, I like
an
that
effort to
idea.
not be seen?
Yeah, sounds good.
Is this broken right here?
Yeah, it's crumbled. You could pass through it, climb it, whatever. So as you guys get a bit closer, you guys notice that after one of these clashes where they kind of come down and settle and retreat back a bit from each other,
Yeah, can I watch it for a second?
yep. So as you're kind of just observing these creatures, they seem very much transfixed on each other. And Tutu, as you're peering at this, you start to see kind of the air around them kind of shimmer with a haze, very much like you've seen the air in the desert as you've been walking through in this sweltering heat. And for a moment, after a moment I should say, both figures of the chimeras are gone. And in their place, you see these two
not better.
draconic
Not
forms kind of both kind of nod at each other and then immediately just start tearing into each other again.
F8.
Is that the quick load?
Yeah, that's a quick load, all right.
Okay.
I just let go of a quick load.
Jesus.
Hopefully it was dried.
Do you think maybe these ones also will disappear?
Do you want to try?
I would like to disappear from this situation.
Now when these things are attacking, are they knocking chunks and stuff off of each other?
No, you see it the one on the right latch this monstrous jaw square around the neck of the other one, clamp down and just rake teeth across these scales, and nothing. You see the one on the left rear back and send this massive clawed slash across the other one's face and just exhale this monstrous cone of fire. Nothing.
Can I take a closer look? Yeah, can I like watch them and like try to decipher how they changed or what changed if I see that weird shimmering again?
Sorry, you're just kind of hunkering down and kind of watching how this trick plays out.
Yeah. I want to see like if it's like a desert tricking me or if there's like magic at play, like what kind of sense I get looking at these changing.
Okay. So you kind of like hunker down, and as you watch, there's a few more of these like clashes, and after a couple minutes, you see both of the dragons again kind of like take a step back from each other, kind of the same positions they're in now. Both kind of give like a nod to each other, and this time you hear, well, which form will it be next? And you hear the one on the right answer, you decide this time. I chose the last two.
Can we all hear this, or just Tutu because she was focusing in on them?
I mean, Tutu definitely hears it more clearly, having been paying attention for it. But like, it seems to be like speech coming out of the dragons. You guys would hear the voice probably, but maybe not the specific words.
Did we just wander into like a fancy taekwondo match? What the fuck's going on?
No, they're talking to each other.
Did we hear that right though? They said which form?
Yeah.
Change?
This one has picked the last two. That one is asking what the next one's going to be.
Yeah, but what kind of monster can be all those forms?
Would would any of us know or remember
I was gonna ask either Tutu or
the information about the desert and the creatures and things from the book, or the info from the book?
Think the book doesn't explicitly contain anything about this, so Cirrus, you're out. Tutu, though, can you roll for me int or history if you're proficient? Because you've encountered information about this before. Okay, 17. So Tutu, seeing these like changes go from like chimera to dragons to like, well, you pick what forms next. I've picked the last two. It strikes you as more powerful than any of those forms should be, and as you're pondering that thought, and this next form starts to take shape as the draconic form fades away, for the briefest of moments, you see both figures, the draconic form, as it fades, replaced by this massive humanoid figure, at least as big as that dragon was, and then another one on the right before they are replaced with another form. And it makes you think of some very powerful entities that you've encountered in the past.
That I've encountered in the past?
In terms of the massive physicality and like the look of these entities, you didn't meet these particular figures before, though.
I say we keep going.
I mean, anything but staying here is great with me.
They seem preoccupied.
Should we still proceed with caution? Do you think they're that
Probably.
preoccupied?
Yeah.
I think we should try to sneak around them.
Do we need a new stealth roll or what is happening?
So if you guys are continuing to go, do another stealth check, and we'll see how far you go. We'll give you another like 30 feet or so before we have to do something different.
30 feet. Okay.
Move slow when you're sneaking.
And
I tripped over a fucking half crumbling wall, stubbed my toe.
it's -2 on Ray. I clicked the wrong one.
All right, so kind of middling. As you guys proceed ahead, so go ahead and move yourself 30 feet or so towards your objective. At this point, you hear
Oh, serious? Oh, serious?
I need to move myself further.
so as Cirrus and Arexos, you guys kind of bring up the rear.
Just out of curiosity, DM, but so that I'm not like in the middle of something, can I get to like say foot and then Misty Step?
Yeah, if you want a Misty Step, you can.
Misty Step. Bloop.
Can't you, like, false life fart yourself somewhere?
Alright, so as you Misty Step, Cirrus, and Arexos, you bring up the rear, kind of keeping an eye. You hear this loud booming voice. Oh, well, brother. Which ones will be on your team, and which ones will be on mine?
Perfect.
Haha. Well, it's been a long time since we had people to play with us.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
We can run if you wanna. Do you wanna
I
run?
would love to run.
Okay.
I'd love to leave those assholes behind.
Okay, so if you're gonna try and run, we're gonna pop up the turn order just to make this a little bit more structured.
We can run if you want to. We can leave this shit behind.
That was 100% where I was going.
Up. Gee, I wonder how fast these shape changers are gonna be.
Okay, so as this like these booming voices kind of begin to fade, you see the shimmering also start to occur again as you guys kind of make this decision to run.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Hey, Sirius, can you press that button a few more times?
No, because if they didn't already know where we were, they really will now.
Why is this rock shitting itself?
Right?
Oh, how do we fight?
So, okay. Alright.
We're dead. The odds of getting 18 twice.
No. They were at disadvantage, right?
5%. Ooh, clever. So you see the one figure
Oh, those are shitty stats.
He moves to here and says in this like voice, "Ah, it appears, brother, that they don't wish to join our sport. Perhaps they will not make good companions for our battle. Maybe we should just let them go." And then you see the other figure move up to here and say, "Well, if they will not play with us, perhaps they can at least provide some amusement before they leave."
Aren't you supposed to be the nice one?
You call this out, Tutu?
Yep.
Yeah, Seth's over here like,
He-
let's let him go, and the other one's like, nah.
He looks down and he's like,
At least that's what your sister said.
Oh,
"Nice is perhaps oversimplification.
I'm saying that.
I
calling your sister a liar?
do not wish to see you harmed. Do not misunderstand. I sincerely mean amusement."
Oh, I can help with that. Do you want to see my steel bear dance?
I would prefer to test your wit.
Oh, I've been working on flying backwards. Do you want to see that?
Can owls fly backwards?
Oh, I've been working on flying backwards and upside down.
Have
And
you
you
been
see,
practicing this in front of us?
you see, Orthus hold out his hand, and you see this figure just kind of rise up out of the crumbling sand.
Hey, I have a friend that looks like you, but without wings.
Grawl, is that you?
He's behind the wall over there.
Wait, who are you referring to?
You.
Oh,
Alright, so, Seth, you see Seth kind of like put his hands on his like hips and just be like, "Hopefully this ends quickly. I would rather continue our contest without distraction." Cirrus, you see this large cat-like winged figure appear between these two monumental figures who appear to be the vestiges of Orthus and Seth.
yeah. This is the dwarf's sugar daddy right there.
I will. I should say. Cirrus will ready. Cirrus will take the dodge action and wait to see what happens.
Okay, dodge action, wait and see. Link.
But he might
Oh.
he's gonna pop over, this thing.
Okay, Link.
Good question. Link's gonna bonus action Shillelagh. Is it working now? Well, that's annoying. It's not working outside of Discord apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh. And ready the dodge action.
Sounds reasonable. Anything else? Movement?
Sorry, are you taking the dodge action or readying the dodge action?
Is there a difference?
Yeah, readying means that you're like gonna like do it if something happens, and just taking it means you're gonna dodge.
Yeah, ready.
What's your trigger?
If I get attacked.
Sounds good. That's the best one.
I like it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna move up to that little piece of cover there, kind of try to move forward just a little bit. And that's it.
Okay. Next up, Tempest Bird. Dodge action, because
Tempest Bird is actually a scorpion inside Cirrus's pocket right now.
okay. 2-2.
Or do you guys want us to talk to that thing? Is that what's happening?
I believe that was the intention.
Were you asking the gods, 2-2?
Uh-huh.
It will ask of you, and you may ask of it, though I have known it to be difficult to decipher.
You're not going to let me walk past unless I talk to it, though, right?
You get this, like, look from Orthus. Roll insight.
It's a god. I'll take advantage.
Okay. 18. The look that you get from Orthus seems very much less that he would stop you. It kind of has that, like, you don't want to walk past without doing this kind of look. It's not that he will stop you, just that it might not go well for you kind of look.
Okay. Alright. I'm alright. I'm going.
So you will be the representative?
Oh, I don't know if that's a wise choice, but okay. I'll like look over my shoulder to the group. Am I representing us?
Or set a group just like possible.
I don't like you. You look really cool.
Don't think you're pushed to talking.
I've been control. Push talk at.
Okay, could be my headset. I'll check it in a minute. Okay, so, oh, Colin confirms, lost 2-2 audio.
And we clear it up, so come through Discord loud and clear. Yep.
Okay, it's probably me, guys, hold on.
I can also
Alright, and one of you talk again.
Marco Polo, Marco Polo, Marco Polo.
We're good now. Thanks.
Hey, Macarena.
Okay, the Andra Sphinx looks down at you 2-2. Well then,
Hello.
it seems that your group supports your nomination.
So it would seem, huh?
There need not be any violence. Your companions can rest easy.
He said I'm not gonna die, so you guys can chill.
Can we move out of initiative order now?
If you guys aren't planning on doing anything aggressive.
I was not planning on doing anything aggressive.
Alright, so we'll drop it.
Friends. Sphinxy thing lion person. Sphinxy thing lion person. These are my friends. Whoa, do you have a name?
Sleeping lion person.
My name. It
Yeah.
has been ages since it was spoken. But yes, I do have one.
Do you have to like roll your R's for it? Because I kind of suck at that.
I'd love to know it. That way it doesn't have to be ages since anyone has said it. Maybe it's a really pretty name that everybody should hear.
What if he just like roars?
I like
at
pretty
you?
things.
He just roars and that's his name.
His name is A.
It's AA Ron.
Hey,
Oh god, hold on, sorry guys.
You asked him
Push
a
to-
question he wasn't
push to
prepared
talk.
for.
Push to talk plus letters creates a whole bunch of crazy things.
It's even better when you try to scroll up on your character sheet and you're push to talk. And you're
Mhm.
actively trying to talk. And then suddenly everything's super zoomed in.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Rothnall.
Rothnall. I'm a tutu. It's nice to meet you.
Rothnell.
Sure. Still tutu. Still nice to meet you.
It is nice to talk with others again.
These guys don't talk to you?
I have witnessed their contests, but we do not interact.
Well, that's rude. Bad hosts.
They are more akin to the guests here than I have always been here.
Oh, very cool. So, how can I help you, or you help me, or help us get through you to the opening over there?
There is but 3 questions I desire your insight on.
Okay.
The first question. What is your kind's greatest accomplishment?
Well, that's a terrible question to ask me. I lived in a single bedroom for most of my life. So, like, I would venture to say just like surviving. I don't know.
It seems
I
like a loaded
mean,
question.
you barely do that well, so I don't know. Being cute. Not all of us are cute either, so I mean, it depends on who you ask. If you ask the elves, we're really good at giving up years. If you ask the vampires, we're really good at cleaning blood.
I am asking you, Tutu.
What I think our greatest accomplishment is?
Yes, you are the representative.
Each other. The communities that we build.
I see.
Because nobody else helps us build them. They're of our own making.
Community is important. It allows individuals to grow and thrive. What is the greatest evil?
Oh, I passed the first question? Or is
Well,
this like an answer all three and find out thing?
it is more akin to the latter.
Yeah, I think the teacher tells you how you did at the
Oh.
end of the test.
Oh no. Okay.
It's a
Okay.
scantron. You got to put in your answers first.
What is the
And then-
greatest evil that you have beheld?
That I've beheld? Owlian children paralyzed in a stasis for decades, for their years to be slowly siphoned as needed.
Why is that evil?
I think it's hard to define evil because it's not objective. It's subjective to the person reviewing the incident and weighing how it impacts them. And I think for me, lessening the value of others to improve your own self-worth is evil because every life holds its own value. You can't reassign it on your own whim. And I think that that's a gross, perverse manipulation of nature. And it's unfair and evil.
See, what is the best thing you have done?
Listened. That's the end of the sentence. Listened.
And what did you gain from listening?
Isn't that a fourth question? You said 3. I
You said
answered
there
3.
were 3 questions that I desired your insight on that would
Yeah,
determine
I
if you
gave
could
you 3.
pass.
I answered the 3.
You do not wish to provide any more?
Do I have? I'm gonna look from like the people, my friends. Should, like, if I keep going, who's gonna say it's ever gonna stop? But you said 3, and now it's another one.
I think you gotta say something to at least get past this, that guy, Rothnall.
You two. Your answers speak to a perspective and view of the world that is unique. The 4th question was of my own, for my own curiosity.
Well, okay. Well, that's all you had to say. I just had to ask. I mean, I just wanted to know why. What did I gain? I gained friends, and I gained knowledge, and I gained understanding, and I gained a family, and I gained experience and memories, and hope, and happiness, and growth. Yep.
Was all of the evil, all of the accomplishments, and all of the listening. Worth it. Would you do it again?
This is another curiosity thing.
Yes.
Oh, worth it. How? Worth is another subjective value.
If
So
given
worth
the,
it in what sense?
If given the choice, would you make the same decisions that you made in your past?
I think that's a dangerous question, right? Because if I know what I know now, the answer would be no. But if I didn't know what I know now, then the answer would be yes, because I wouldn't know any better. But why would I ever wish or want to go back and undo the things I have done? Because then I wouldn't be me as I am right now.
Your insight speaks volumes. You have fulfilled the questions that I have asked, as well as those of my own curiosity. You are deserving, and as the representative of this group, they are deserving in your stead and by your answers.
Sweet.
And you see the figure start to kind of almost dissolve back into the sands.
Bye, friend.
Thank you for the conversation.
Anytime.
As Orthus looks down at you, you kind of see a nod of approval from both he and Seth. Know not why you're here, nor, truthfully, does it matter. But thank you for a brief respite from our contest.
You're welcome. I have a feeling you're about to get more. Have a good day. Bye.
Man, thank God that was over.
You see them this time, the two figures, as they kind of stride out in their kind of the more humanoid-looking forms, just start like throwing haymakers at each other, and you feel like the ground shake under like the weight of the blows as you guys look like you're making your way into the temple.
I'm following Tutu.
Okay. It's probably a good spot for our quick bio snack. Accelerate. Oh wait, hold on. Time zones. Nope.
So you've been going for an
Nope.
hour.
Sorry, my laptop clock is not converted.
As you age, you can't go as long.
Just let's steer us back here.
Hey. Bye, friends.
Alright. Okay, so you guys make your way into the temple. As you guys make your way in, you notice almost immediately that the inside of this temple doesn't look at all like the outside. You see on the inside of this stone exterior, you find more of that metal tutu that you've seen in a few of the different constructions, similar to what it looked like some of the frame of the focusing lens was made out of, similar to
Is it
like
scraps?
yeah, same type
I
of
pick it up.
material. No, sorry, it's not scraps. This is like what the like wall and floor is made out of as you enter into the temple. But it's a similar material to what was left when you shattered the frame. And it looks timeless, as if it's, been here forever. Can I get perception checks as you guys kind of entered into the temple for the first time?
Nope.
I think you rolled persuasion. Like,
Oh yeah, you did, Ryan.
Oh, that's better.
notably better.
Yeah, the +7 makes a difference.
All right, so looking around, Tutu and Link, you see you're in this very large chamber, and looking up, you see that the ceiling seems to be probably 50 feet or more above you. And it seems to be just that standard pyramid shape. There doesn't appear to be any main or deviations or any other structures to the walls and ceiling that you can see.
Question: Are we supposed to be on a different map?
No, not currently.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you see at the extreme far end of the room that you're in, there appears to be what looks like stairs down, similar to what you saw outside that sundial that lead under the ground. You also feel the faint hum almost of power. What are you guys doing?
Well, I don't know. I can't see what you're describing. Are we like going into the temple or the
You're-
hallway or?
Just
You're
put us on the map.
I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know. Like,
There's no map for this. It's a large square-shaped room at the base with these smooth metallic walls leading up to the temple kind of peak. The floor.
and we see a lens.
You don't see a lens at the far end of the
Oh.
room, probably about 120 feet away. You see just a single kind of steps down into the floor, leading down.
Okay,
And
I
you
guess we.
feel the faint, almost like faint hum of electricity in the room.
So we go and step down.
We've come this far.
Walking towards the stairs then.
I think I left
Yeah.
an iron on in Poverty. We should go back.
Okay.
I'll try to be as quiet as I can as we move.
Alright, stealth check then from Cirrus. If anyone else is being stealthy, they can roll as well. Okay, overall as a group, pretty good.
Where
As you
did Link
guys,
go?
yeah, as you guys make your way across the room, Arexos and Link, you guys probably notice it most prevalently. Your fur starts to stand up a lot. You guys look like you're holding on to, the Tesla coil type vibe. You're probably about 60 feet into the room now, halfway to the stairs.
Something doesn't feel right about this room.
Did you say that the whole room or area leading up to the room is made out of? You said it was metallic. Is everything metallic?
Yeah, floors, ceiling, walls. I mean, the ceiling's just the four sides of the pyramid just go up to a point, but it's all that metal.
Metal's a really weird construction material, unless you want it to be conductive. I mean, I'll continue. Um, I'll continue trying to sneak along.
Yep. So you're about 60 feet from the stairs, and you're pushing on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll head for the stairs.
Sirius, probably about the 30-foot mark, even your hair is now basically standing like straight up. Like Arexos and Link look ridiculous. Your hair is like vertical.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Tutu, even your feathers are you're kind of like forced ruffled.
I don't think we're supposed to be here.
Does things change if you like? Is Tutu like flying or is she like hopping?
I'm
Or
probably just walking like normal.
Tutu, what happens if you try to fly? Are you still like electrically charged?
I fly
How high?
5 feet.
You don't notice much of a difference.
It feels normal.
Oh, this is bad.
You're about 90 feet into the room from the entryway that you came in, 30 feet to go or so to the stairs.
Do we want to make a run for it? They let us through.
Probably because we would meet a worse fate in here.
Oh boy.
I run.
Oh,
If she runs, I'm running after her.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm also running after her.
Okay, I need 5 dex saves.
Like in total, or just one from each of us?
1 from each of you.
And Ray?
He's in the 5.
Oh, okay.
Ray's got some quick feet.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay.
So
It was nice knowing you, Link.
No.
DC
Oh,
is
I
15.
only rolled one higher. Yeah, no. We're about to get zippy zapped. I hope you guys don't mind the smell of burning hair.
Link loves the zips.
But does he like the zaps?
The zoomies.
Not so much the
Oh!
zip.
You guys got so lucky. So if you failed the save, you take 21 points of damage. If you pass the save, you take 10.
What kind of damage is it?
It is lightning damage.
I have resistance to lightning, so I'll take 5.
As
Oh,
you,
wait.
You should all, for those who passed, it wouldn't take out your temp HP.
Oh, that didn't feel good. How's everybody?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
First, let me ask, did we make it to the stairs by doing this?
Yeah, like this bolt hits you as you're like basically getting to the stairs.
Okay, so then yeah, I'll reaction gain resistance to, he said lightning?
Yeah. So you're gonna take 5 damage. No, you failed the save, you're gonna take 10
I
damage.
failed. Okay.
Once
Yay.
we successfully get to the stairs, I'm gonna cast Floss Life.
So as you guys kind of like dive down the stairs, as these like 5 lightning bolts kind of strike in sync.
Oh, thank you, Tutu.
Thank Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
Ray.
Welcome.
I'd be doing a lot worse if it wasn't for you on that last one too.
Alright, so you guys kind of like dive down the stairs and find yourself back again in a cavernous system.
Are we like scoping things out?
Sirius, does the book that you have, because you have a book, right,
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
these things, does it? Sorry, this is Kodo asking. Does it give Sirius like info on each chamber that these lenses
No.
are held in, or no?
No, it basically explains, if we get rid of the lenses, then barrier will come down. The barrier will come down, and it has sort of a crudely, not even a map, more like a, if you go to this one and then 600 paces to the northwest, you'll find the next one, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
It looks almost like a connect the dots, but no information on any of the specific challenges.
So there's no like guarded by possibly 6 autonomous assholes who look like Skeletor.
Correct. There's none of that.
Hopefully the map updated for you guys and it actually has lighting and walls now.
Yeah, it definitely has blockages.
Yeah, now it does.
Me too. I also liked it better. Um, Trevor, I can't remember. You and I discussed at one point, like seeing through familiar's eyes, but like letting the familiar, like walking along using your familiar's senses. What are the implications of that?
Oh, yeah. I let you do it, but if you're trying to like do anything that requires like aim, it's done at disadvantage because it's effectively your vision is offset.
Okay.
If I don't move, does it still count against me for my stealth check?
Yes.
Damn it. I've got a couple patches of fur that are still on fire I'm trying to pat out.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Can I get a perception check for my buddy as you guys start kind of like sneaking your way around?
Ari, I don't know what spell you cast on roll 20 today. You've been rolling so many 20s between you and Ray.
I see. I don't see 20s. Where are the 20s?
They were before.
Oh, okay.
I'm rolling like 2 and 5 and
All right. So don't go too much further. So as you guys start kind of crawling around, you hear this very kind of grindy sound. It doesn't sound exactly like stone on stone. It sounds a lot. It kind of gives you some throwbacks to the sound of when those like dragon scales were like grinding on each other.
What do you need on your perception check to have heard that?
Rexos and Cirrus heard it.
Um, Do you guys hear that? Maybe
Hear what?
it sounds like two stones grinding, like a stone mill. I wonder if it's some kind of trap.
It could be, considering what just happened before we came down here.
Wow, nothing, Lucas?
Oh, there's nothing from which?
About the comment I made?
I don't know that reference.
Really? Harry?
What was
Do
what
you
was
get
the reference?
the reference?
Pony by Genuine?
Because they're talking about grinding?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, it's a sex thing. Got it.
Hey, Magic Mike.
So, the
Let's ride it, my pony. That's what he's talking about, Lucas.
that's Nacho. He's parked back in Pomerty.
True.
He's practicing his cheesy gordita crunch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you guys are free to explore this cavern. As you guys kind of round this corner, you see an area that looks different, like it's constructed. Okay, stop. As you guys get there, you see I think it's just Tutu that can see it from there. Tutu, yeah, just Tutu, maybe Ray. But you see that.
Tiamat?
The fuck?
I'm good.
Tutu, you see the focusing lens, kind of at the base of this thing, as if it's almost like curled around it.
Are you sure we need to do it?
Well, if we're gonna bring down the barrier, we gotta get rid of all the lenses.
Okay. Can I just try to take it out from here?
Yeah, I mean, let's do it as safely as we possibly can.
I mean, I can shatter the lens from here. Or get a little closer, but
Then go for it. Just be careful.
yeah. I'm sneaky. Being sneaky.
I mean, really careful.
Again? What am I doing?
Sorry, your previous self was 19.
Yeah.
Do you want to carry that one forward, or do you want to roll again?
I'll carry that one forward.
Okay. As you get, how close are you now?
60 feet.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where the lens is, so I guess. I don't know if it's like here or...
The lens is basically like, for targeting purposes, it'll be this way.
Okay, so... I would be back one.
Okay. As you get to there, you see this figure. Like two of the heads kind of look off in your direction. It hasn't moved, but it is definitely taking notice of you.
Are we sure, team? I might make it angry.
Well, I mean, we're either in for a penny or in for a pound at this point.
Okay, I cast Shatter on the lens.
Okay. Roll your shatter damage.
Excellent.
Okay. 7 points. We'll use a credit token for it. All right. And with that, we're gonna roll initiative as this thing like roars out of the 5 heads and like.
Wait, they might not need to. Who showed up?
But I thought she shattered the lens.
She did hit the lens, and there definitely was damage done to it, similar to how it took you guys several whacks to kill the last one.
But she cast a spell called Shatter, so it's pretty quick.
Yep, it did definitely make its Constitution save at disadvantage.
Rubble.
Can I retcon how far I moved up?
Sure can.
Can you make a tempest smaller?
Yeah, I got you. Have everyone in for initiative?
I think so.
Alright. Switch out some music here.
Okay, let's do bows and reels.
Alright, so the Draco Hydra.
The what?
The Draco Hydra.
I'm gonna cast a spell on you.
You see as this creature kind of like rises to its like full height, and you see these like 5 heads kind of like roaring and snapping in all directions. It's a little bit disconcerting as it kind of like leaps into the air and goes. And then it will dash.
Oh, I can see it now.
Alright, that's its turn. 2-2.
I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm looking up something. 1 second.
Take your time.
Okay. So since my first attempt didn't go well, I'm gonna cast Fireball on the lens.
Since it's your first attempt didn't go well, you're going to cast Fireball on the lens.
Yep.
Okay. Roll your damage. The lens definitely cannot pass a dex save.
Are all the heads different colors?
They do seem to be different colors. What's interesting though is you notice the pigment of the heads changes from like minute to minute. But you do see 5 colors that are prevalent, but they seem to rotate.
I don't know what. I don't actually have the spell. So what am I rolling?
86.
8d6. It's gonna be 8, y'all.
I mean, that's not horrible. It's one off of average.
Thanks. I like to remain slightly above average, Lucas.
Oh, I wish you were.
Yeah. So the pedestal and the lens definitely taken a pretty good beating now. Still there, but definitely a beating to be sure.
Ray will move up and he will do. He'll also target the lens.
Yeah, I will. Big money crit from Ray.
Mm-hmm.
With that, the lens is shattered.
Woo!
Thanks, Ray.
Alright,
And the Draco Hydra is dead. Woo! Good job, everybody.
I don't think.
That was a close one. That's over.
Oh man! High fives. I said high five. What?
You forgot to delete the token, and the music hasn't changed yet.
There might be a problem with roll 20, Trevor. The token's still on the screen.
I think he's just.
Don't take Ryan's bit. Get out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
You clearly know that just from a physics point of view, there's no way I can move.
Oh, you can. From a physics standpoint, it just means I go flying.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
because
is,
Ray
this
is my
a
bonus
interesting
action.
conundrum.
Alright, Tempest. dodge action.
Tempest Scorpion is just gonna maintain his position inside my pocket.
Okay, Link.
He'll take the dodge action if that matters. If you give me enough kisses.
What you got, Link?
Oh, Link is gonna think.
Okay, fine, wait. Okay, so it'll do the con save at the start of his turn and you can roll damage. Yep. Just roll it when I make the save so we do it together. Or now. Now's good too.
Oh, sorry. I'll roll.
That it for you, Link?
Just don't make the same mistakes I did. It costs an action to move Moonbeam.
Okay, that's it for Link. It costs an action? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, but that means they also, like, it's basically just another attack, though. If Moonbeam stays up, and you can move it into the thing. So that's kind of the idea, is that this thing's probably really tall. And if he tries to get up in the air, at least it's 40 feet. So I'm just trying to have some versatility.
Yep. Alright, next up. Cirrus.
I think Cirrus is going to use Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Miss. Hey, Tutu, can you make a dex save, please?
You couldn't do that. You guys have a bunch of undo natural.
I mean, we've got some undo nat ones, just saying.
Yeah, okay.
Use it.
I'll use it.
We have 8 of them, please. Please do not blast Tutu.
Wait, are we still on the feet now?
Yes. Yeah.
26
There we
hits.
go.
Oh,
And something I forgot to do, because but that's okay. I'm going to cast Hex as a bonus action.
So you used 1 and we have 9 now?
I will concentrate on it. And then Tempest and I are going to scurry up around the corner.
Yep. Is that it for you, though, Sears?
Yeah, that's all I got. Yep.
Orexos.
Oh, and if it obviously I'm going to hex its strength.
Sure.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Is this still a threatening square?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, reading.
I know, reading's hard. I get it, man. I struggle
It's
too.
super. It's so hard.
I
There
never
aren't a lot of pictures, so I struggle to pay attention.
I feel that so much.
So bonus action, summon echo. Does that require? That's whenever. Okay. What are we thinking? Probably gonna. I'm probably gonna do all 7 attacks.
Going Nova.
That sounds great. One for each head.
Yes.
It's a whack-a-mole.
I need to untick all the stuff. Hang on. Okay.
Whiff, 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 whiff.
The 16 was a whiff.
Fuck.
Hit.
Did you say the 16
Okay.
was a whiff?
Yes.
So hang on. I need
Six
to.
with one crit.
Yeah, that's such a great use of every single fucking resource I have. I love
Yeah,
this game
definitely.
so much.
I'm right there with you.
I can
So I
confirm the
think-
16 does miss. Triple
I
check.
think the fucking ring whiffs anyway. This is on their next melee attack, dealing an additional 1d6. So if I miss the attack, I don't get the damage. Or
Does
is it the
say
next attack
successful-
that does
Does it
damage?
say successful melee attack?
No.
Or just melee attack?
I'm.
On their
Sears,
next
do you have
melee attack.
Do you have absorb elements that you can send to the chat to someone? It should have the same wording as that. Tutu, do you have it?
All my other characters.
What?
Absorb elements. Thank you.
The first time you hit with a melee attack on your next
Yeah.
turn.
That should
Okay.
be the wording of the ring. So the first time you hit
Yeah.
was your crit.
You
So
get
does that
those
crit
dice,
the thunder?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2d6.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best way to use that.
So basically 1d6.
I mean, that's just below average.
I mean, I also hit 1 out of 7 attacks.
Yeah, but this is a Draco Hydra, right? So, like, it's probably got some frosty business.
Yeah, and well, now every attack against it until my next turn has advantage.
Well, that's nice.
You can't move it
Um,
with pressure though, right? It's too big.
Yeah, is it monstrous or huge?
It's huge.
I'm medium, so
The two
huge is
size
one size.
categories.
2 sizes? Then yeah, no, I cannot.
Yep.
I don't think I have room to move it anyway.
Yeah, probably
This
not.
is a wall.
Yeah, your echo's in the way. You can't shove it back. Okay, that it for you?
Yeah.
Alright. Next up. Con save for this guy at the start of his turn.
I think that's you, Superman.
19 on the con save. So roll 2d10. You'll take half.
Yeah, con saves are tough. But maybe I can help out. We'll see.
8.
Hot damn.
So as the damage from your moonbeam sears into this thing, you see one of the heads just kind of like shrivel off from the searing light of this moonbeam.
That's pretty awesome.
However, what type of damage is that? Sorry? Radiant? Or force? Okay. Oh god.
Do you need to know what all the damages that people do are?
Oh god, sorry guys, I have like mangled my roll 20. Give me a second. Just gotta refresh the screen.
This reload of Roll20 brought to you by Holy Fuck, that's a Draco Hydra.
Couldn't have said it better.
Alright.
This reload of Roll 20 brought to you by Foundry. Try Foundry today.
Brought to you by Smirnoff. Just as bad.
Okay. So, Draco Hydra's turn.
And we are no way affiliated with Smirnoff. Please take responsibility.
You see the 4 remaining heads start lashing out. First one, go for a Rexos Echo. 27, 13 points. This one's cold damage.
Wait, against who?
Your Echo.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yep. Next one's against Ray. Ray.
Ray.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
That one's poison.
He's immune.
Okay.
Ah, go Ray.
Third one's a Rexos.
Miss.
Fourth one's 2-2. 20.
Fourth one is who?
2-2.
Can Ray deflect?
Yeah, I'm just having a hard time hearing who he's saying, who it's attacking.
Oh, okay.
Because he can only deflect if it's not him or within 5 feet.
Okay.
So, like, he couldn't do it for your Echo, but he can do it for me. He just can't do it for himself. So I just trying to make sure I ask who.
Oh, you're good. The Echo's got like 1 hit point.
Okay. So that's its turns. Alright. 2-2, you're up.
All right. Let's do. Is this dumb? Probably.
Do it.
It's my last one though. I'm
Could-
gonna try to vortex warp it away.
I was gonna say something.
Lucas, do you mind scrolling back up to the chat and seeing how much damage the Hydra has taken so far, please?
Sure. 320 points.
Yeah. Okay, so a con save 2-2?
Yeah.
Fails spectacularly with just a 12.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's gonna be 90 feet away. So up top, up here.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. That good?
Yeah, I think so. Is that
It looks like it took 47 hit points, but I can't tell you, how much was absorbed.
No, that's
I
okay.
think it needs to move up one, technically, just because of its size. Yeah, because that's 90 range.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, that it for you?
Um,
Oh, Ray, bonus action, sorry.
can I like tell them like let's? Can I be like, okay, Ren?
You can.
Great plan.
Can he dodge and move?
Yeah.
Ray can take the dodge action and still use his movement, yes. You're not push talking.
Okay, so we're gonna move over here, and he's gonna dodge.
Next up, Tempest Scorpion is hiding.
Yeah, so I believe it's 53 hit points of damage, but I can't say like how much was absorbed. I gave you 8 points of damage from the moonbeam because I know that was halved. But
Okay, thanks.
and yes, Tempest is just gonna stay in the pocket.
Okay, Link.
We cannot see anything. So I'm just gonna try to move Moonbeam up as far as possible. That's it for Link.
Sirius is gonna move north. Sirius will take the dash action. Yeah, that's it for me.
Erexos.
Were we leaving? Which way was the exit?
Only exit you guys are aware of is when you came in.
Did Tutu say why she ran that direction to try and get Sirius, or?
I just saw that that's where people went.
I'll hold my attack if it comes back. I want to wait until I see people leaving before I go.
Alrighty. Next up, Hydra. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Shit.
2-2.
I'm just gonna run and dash, I suppose. Uh, I can see Sirius up there. Can I see an exit that way at all? I can't hear you. I what?
Let me see what you can see. Yeah, you don't see any exit up that way. I'd say with
Okay.
your like looking up that way though, like you don't see any exit, but you did see Sirius look like he shit his pants.
Okay, I'm gonna do 30. Bring right there. I will hold my action to crossbow bolt. If I see a giant, scary dragon hydra, scary faced thing, and Ray will hold his action to heat sink if he sees the same, or like if he sees two to attack.
Okay. So, readied actions for attack, crossbow, and heatsink if you see the Draco Hydra.
Yeah, if we see it like appear from here or here or here, or wherever.
Wherever it appears from. Okay. No problem. And I think we've done it this way, but just so you know, if you're readying an attack, I still am going to give you extra attack, even though rules has written that's not how it works.
Yay.
Because this is not O for Fate saves. Okay. Tempest loves his pocket.
Tempest will continue to be the rocket in my pocket.
Alright. Link. Moving that onto him.
Cool. Yeah, Link's gonna take the action to move Moonbeam to the center of the Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
How long does Shillelagh last? Do I need to do that again? No, it's until I long rest or put the weapon away, right?
Yeah, you're fine for Shillelagh.
Yeah, okay. So, should be good. That's it for Link.
Alright. Cirrus.
Okay, so I can see the Draco Hydra, but I think that's a failing of the way the map was, because I'm tucked in behind some rock formation, and I was intending another way of attacking. So I'm just going to continue around this corner, knowing full well that it's not smart. One. Okay. Oh, it's up here. Trevor, did you have anything prepared?
No, it dashed to get there.
Okay. Well, then I am gonna try to blast it with Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 24 does hit.
Oh my gosh. Oh, how fine you are to me, RNG. So that was 1 point of force, 1 point of necrotic, and 3 points of thunder.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot him again because I feel like I've barely shot him.
17 just hits.
Okay, so that's an additional 2 necrotic and 3 force for, again, a substandard rolls. And now I am pretty worried. God, Hydra, Stop being a douche. Well, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, that's quite obvious. Okay, so I still have
25 feet.
25 feet of movement, which I'm going to take. I'm just going to do some quick math and magics. Oh, I don't think there's anything good. I don't think there's anything good that'll come out of this. What? Three. Which means I have 10 feet left. I'm gonna Misty Step to there. Oh, that's such a stupid move. Oh well, screw it. Oh well, whatever.
All right. Misty step.
Fuck. I'm gonna Misty Step to there. Sorry, getting hung up with the. 10 more feet of movement. There. Oh, apologize. I'm gonna take it to here and hope to Christ that like maybe he doesn't notice that I'm behind that pillar.
Yep. His passive perception certainly couldn't notice that.
Because I don't have any like skill set for, I don't have any more action economy. Do you want me just to tell you what like my passive stealth is?
Yeah. Is it higher than 19?
My next character's is.
Okay. So, yeah. You are passively not hidden.
Yeah, that's it for me.
As you tuck yourself in, you see one head just kind of follow and trace you as you like walk yourself behind the pillar, and it kind of like leans in and looks at you.
No.
Arexos.
Well, somebody said run, and you guys are going towards it still, so I guess we're not leaving.
Oh, okay. At a game, did somebody say run?
Yeah.
Because I heard you talking about maybe running.
No,
What
after
one is that?
after Tutu pushed it away, she said maybe we should run.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's a run. Okay, carry on.
But you know, hang on.
Okay, guys. 4 more heads before it's its turn. That's all you got to do.
I'll activate Alacrity of the Zephyr.
Okay.
And give me a 70 movement
Okay.
speed.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Did Thunder, Force, and Necrotic look like it was having the full effect?
Everything you hit it with so far had the full effect.
Everything has worked fine?
Yep. Everything seems
Okay.
to be working fine.
Okay, thanks.
70. Little bonus action, another echo.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was easy.
I like that one. I like both of those actually.
Well, hit too. We should have defense.
Mm-hmm. Both hit.
If I have the ability to push him,
You can't. He's too big.
oh, that's right. He's too big. That's right. We
Yeah,
established
he's
that.
too big.
Then that'll be it.
21 points.
He's too girthy.
He's thick with like 3 C's. Erexus can only move 2 C's.
You see a
He's
head
thick.
kind of like slump dead to the side.
Nice. Well done, team.
That it for you, Erexus?
Yeah.
Alright, so what we're
I
gonna do
kind of
is...
like
Oh.
make some noise, trying to get his. It's just like flavor stuff.
Mhm.
Like slam his warhammer against his armored arm, trying to make some noise and get its attention away from Sirius.
Yeah, after you brain this one head, you haunt the others, remaining 3. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our quick bio snack beverage break now. We'll be back at the top of the round.
Ah.
See everyone in a few minutes. And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to kick back off at the top of the round here with the good old Draco Hydra. All right. So, at the start of the turn, Arexos, you notice, probably best being close. Cirrus, you probably catch a glimpse of it as this one head that kind of watched you walk around the corner just kind of lets out this almost like throaty laugh as Arexos, the head that you killed, kind of falls to the ground, and you see from the neck 2 more heads sprout out.
Look, I don't do elemental damage, guys. I'm sorry.
So we are up to 5 heads again. You also notice that as these heads regrow, several of the wounds that you guys had inflicted close. It is going to... con save for Moonbeam. Top of the round. Fails. Roll your 2d10, Link. Alright, you notice that this thing, like, really seems to scream out as the Moonbeam hits it again. Seems to not like that at all.
Seems to not like. Okay.
So. It is going to go... Yeah. Just shifts over a bit. Your echoes don't get reactions, right, Kodo?
They sure do.
Okay. Go ahead and make a attack at advantage if you would like. Yep. Hits for 4. And it is going to rear back, and you see all of its heads kind of level together as it's going to release its prismatic breath. It's going to be a 60-foot cone. It only will hit Arexos and Link. I'm going to need dex saves from Arexos and Link.
What dex is, sorry? Wait for me? Is that what you said? I think you said.
Yep. Arexos and Link, 60-foot cone of breath from this thing. You can. Okay, 22.
That's not melee, right?
It is not a melee attack, no. Okay, so... Lucas, do me a favor. Roll me a D5. Okay. Arexos, you take 33 points of damage. Lightning. And Link, you take 16 points because you passed the save.
I think you got that backwards, sir, or did he take advantage?
He took advantage.
Oh.
And it is going to use the rest of its movement
go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
That was an attack, right?
What's the
The
Reaction.
breath thing, yeah. Oh no, I used my reaction.
Alright, my held actions.
Yep. Double crossbow bolt, 25 hits. 17 just hits.
That's 26, sir.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean the 17 hit, so the 26 would definitely hit.
Okay.
Missed.
Yeah, solid hits though. Okay. 2-2, you're up.
Don't disregard my advantage I'm giving everyone.
Do it again.
Okay. Another 30 points. Okay.
Yeah, that's good, Dennis.
Okay, I do that again, and then I will do this again. Hey, yeah. Like the same. And then I'm gonna go. Nope. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Boop. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. Boop. Okay.
That it for you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Tempest, we know what you're doing. Link. Sorry, Link, can you make the con check for Moonbeam?
Oh, yeah.
Correct. You're fine.
No,
You forget to press the button.
totally didn't.
It's a big truck.
I, I just have to call somewhere to see if they've found my push to talk. So I'm just gonna put Tempest up here to keep him in the order, but for now he's just in my pocket, and that way I don't have to move him and me. Is that cool with you?
Cool with me?
I'll just see if I have line of sight. That's a big. I'm gonna shoot him with Eldritch Blast.
That is the thing you can do. Yep.
There you go. That's a big roll.
29.
Yeah, I blew my Blessing of Azvaraja on that as well. So that's yeah. Actually, I got 15 points on 2d8, which is nice. Yeah, so there's 29. And that I'm sorry. Disregard. Disregard 6 of those 6 points. Actually, I lied. Disregard 8 points.
So 12 total.
Sorry, he lied. Disregard 20 points.
Yeah, this creature is getting
It's the six. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's 14.
yeah. I don't get my Genie's Wrath, and I don't get my Blessing of Az. The lack of monitor space is killing me right now. And then I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points so I can quick cast Eldritch Blast again.
Yep, also hits. Nine more.
Okay, good. And then I got one more. I will undo the nat one.
No, you don't have to.
All the attacks are at
yeah,
advantage.
because we got advantage. Yeah. So yeah, there's another 15 points.
Got you.
Yeah.
So what did
That
I
was
end
a good
up?
job.
I ended up doing pretty good there. And I've still got 3 squares of movement. Oh.
All right. This creature's definitely looking like pummeled.
Did I get rid of any heads at all? Blasted
You
it?
did get rid of heads. Let me do some quick math.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I know I did like a bunch as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did 56.
I did 64.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is currently down to 1 head.
You could have
Nice.
done 5 more damage, Lucas.
I'm sorry, man. I wanted to so bad. Believe that.
Yep.
So I've
Alright,
already
so you're
moved in. Assume that I'm tucked behind this wall here.
Huh?
Like, can it see me if I'm standing here?
No, it can only see your echo.
Okay, cool. We'll do 2 attacks for the echo.
Okay. $20 and 26 both hit. 13 points.
That is gonna be it.
Alright. Start of its turn. Con save. 14.
14 fails.
Woohoo!
Yeah, baby.
Get it, Ray.
Show me potato salad.
Potato salad expired.
So,
It's the gross kind with sweet relish.
I said, show me potato salad, not toss my salad. What the hell?
yeah, you notice that it seems like none of the heads come back.
Nice.
Oh, that is so super hot to trot.
Rexos, your echo is toast, though.
Counterpoint. Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
That is a well thought out counter argument. So yes, he's fine. Well, where the fuck does he think he's going?
Don't you fucking run from us.
Took me all day to get to where I was.
Alright.
Get him,
T2.
Tutu.
That's it. That's not been on the completion number stuff. Times two.
Miss.
What's that? You took advantage on that first shot?
No.
Oh.
And that is... Nope. But I will move.
Okay.
Okay.
Next up, we have Link. Okay. Cirrus.
Okay, I'm gonna move. 1, 2, 3. And I'll check to see if I have line of sight.
You have line of
That's
sight,
good.
but it's too far. Oh, cause are you seeing through Tempest? Because it looks like it's in the darkness when I look at you.
Oh, just a second. Yeah, 1 sec.
You're seeing as Tempest.
I can fix that.
Do I notice like a snail trail of brown whenever Cirrus moves?
No, yes. Okay, I will move some more then. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now I can see it. I am gonna blast it with Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Miss. Miss.
Okay,
You
gonna
guys
hit
get
it.
Sonic?
Totally didn't. I'm gonna shoot him with Eldritch Blast again.
Hit.
Did I get him?
You hit him for 13.
Yep. And those are the proper numbers.
Yep. I mean, you hit him. He is not currently dead.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action,
Shit. As a bonus action, I'm gonna convert a first level spell into a sorcery point,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Orexos.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I'll Misty Step to here.
Okay. All right.
God damn
Whiff. Whiff.
Oh, did we get? Dude, did you kill it?
oh,
No,
Oh,
just like whoa, so like it kind of comes up.
Okay, it kind of comes up from like the middle of the Hydra, and then like I'd imagine like as it's rippling through its body, like what's ever left of the necks and head starts like beams kind of coming out of like shining through, and then it just kind of like does a little disintegration explosion of it.
Amazing. Yeah, so as Link described, this moonbeam kind of slowly starts to consume this thing from the inside out, and the Draco Hydra is no more.
I kick it for good measure.
So you guys are out of combat now. Also, the thing I was going to tell you guys during the break, just to say how MVP of that fight Link really is. If you don't deal radiant damage to that thing, it regrows the heads every turn.
sweet Jesus.
So that turn you guys dealt like the 80 damage, it would have regrown 16 heads, healed for 160, and had 16 attacks per turn.
And then we would have left and found a new quest,
You mean made new characters?
and found a new quest.
It's okay. My backup option was animal handling. If you can't beat us, you wanna come with us and maybe be our new friend?
Here, boy, you want some rations?
That's awesome though. I just wanted to experiment with Moonbeam, and I figured it would like. I didn't necessarily pick it. That kind of was a lucky choice. I picked Moonbeam because it gave you the most range and versatility with also height. Because I figured it might have some flying bullshit or something. So
Now, why did it grow ahead after like Araxos dummied it?
Because I'm pretty sure
Moonbeam
it took.
didn't hit it that turn.
Oh. I thought Moonbeam got it every turn. That makes more sense.
Nope, there's one turn where Link couldn't see it. He moved Moonbeam into the middle of the room, but it was after Tutu yeeted it the 90 feet. Moonbeam couldn't get close enough to it.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no, you're good. I was just curious why, if Link was doming it every turn with Moonbeam, that it regrew ahead.
Yeah,
But
you
that
just-
makes more sense.
Yeah.
there's one turn.
Well, that was excellent.
So what?
So, you guys are out of combat. The Draco Hydra in this area has been dealt with. The lens and the kind of focusing frame shattered on the floor in the center of the room.
I'm gonna transfer my hex to Tempest.
I'm gonna start looking for a way out.
Doesn't usually a way out appear, or do we have to go back the way we came?
I don't know. I'm looking for one.
yeah,
I don't know if based on this map structure where one actually is, but if I fly and walk really fast around this place, I'm sure the one will come to be the actual exit.
Can I, based off of the beating that Tutu did to this lens, can I kind of like kick through the debris and see if I notice any parts that are not destroyed enough to be salvageable to like take with?
Yeah, give me an investigation check, Roxas. While you're
guess-
sorting through the rubble, Rexos,
My -1.
Tutu, you've done kind of the perimeter sweep. And a lot of these kind of passages seem to like lead to what looks like caved in areas where like huge sections of like boulder and rock have fallen in. Circling around, you see the passage that you guys came in, leading back through the temple. And you see one other pass in this top right corner of the map that looks
Where? Sorry? Okay.
that looks like it's passable. There has been some cave-in, but you think with some time and some of like Arexos's muscle, you could probably clear enough of the smaller debris that you guys could get through. But you only can find those two exits. Arexos with your 5, much of the frame, metal, and lens has been destroyed. There is one kind of like half of what looks like it might have been the actual kind of bracket that held the lens in place that seemed to have been knocked far enough away from the shatter that it missed most of the fireball and Ray's heat sink. So there is one piece of the lens frame that you find.
I'll take that, and then like, even if they don't look full, because he doesn't really know what he's looking for, so he'll just kind of pick up whatever he sees that's not completely charred to ash. Like if it's still got some shine to it, picking it up.
Okay. So yeah, you have the part of the, like I said, half of the focusing frame and then like a few bits of metal. Who are you healing, Link? Okay, Link healing himself.
Looks like there's an exit this way, or we can go back the way we came and see like the barrier and what those gods are up to, or we don't do that and we check out this like caved in side.
Well, I mean, we could check out as much as there might be stuff around.
Did I see anything as I was moving around?
Didn't see anything, nothing living in here, certainly. The only, looks like most of this place has been, like, abandoned, and no one's been down here for ages. The passage that you saw that has the kind of partial collapse, but is probably still passable, looks like, there is an elevation to the pass that you can, like, see through. It's not big enough for even you to fit through Tutu right now without doing some clearing, but it does seem to slope upwards.
How's everyone else doing for healing? Does anyone else need aid?
I'm okay.
I'm missing 21, but I'm okay. Personally, I'd rather not go back and be subject to another rousing game of trivia from those, what, gods? Wannabe gods?
Gods.
If they say so. I also don't necessarily think we have to rush to be anywhere. We can take a moment here. We've been going for quite a while.
Have we?
Rexos, you have 17 points of HP back.
Yeah.
We long rested on the what do you call it?
Oh, we did?
Was that the second lens we've encountered, or the third? I can't remember.
Second.
Second.
Okay.
I don't recall us long resting. That's why I asked. Sorry.
Yeah, remember Link slept up in the tree? After we dealt with the banana thing, we climbed up like one of the mountains there.
Yep, and
Like
I
cliffs.
slept at the bottom underneath him with Ray.
Oh, that's right. I was wondering why I had all my shit, but then I was like, oh, I probably didn't use
Yeah.
anything in the fight with the bug creatures because I was busy getting my ass handed to me by Tutu.
Well, because remember, the time of day didn't change, or the sunlight didn't change.
Ah, that could also be where Arexos' confusion comes from. There's not a day-night cycle.
Well, Alexis, if you would help me, try to clear this, Ray can help too.
Yeah, of course. But first, I found these. I didn't know if they would be of use to you. I know you're always tinkering and making things.
Sweet.
I'll hand
She'll
over
open up
the.
her- yeah.
I'll hand over the intact, half-broken frame of the lens, and then some nuts and bolts and broken off shards of metal and just stuff he thought would look useful. But you're probably looking at it like, oh, I'm sure I can find some use for this.
Here, take this trash.
I found a shiny rock for you. Oh, that's great. You're so sweet.
So you guys are trying to start clearing the rubble?
It'll take a minute, yeah. Is it
Tears
possible
will
for us
help, even
to?
though he'll be like largely ineffective.
Well, you said it would take
Presumably.
a second, so I figure in the interim, while Ray and Erexos are clearing rubble, that it's not so demanding that we can't talk.
Yeah, you guys
Sure.
can definitely talk while you're clearing rubble.
I'll heave a large boulder over. Tutu,
Huh?
are you? Do I know what that thing was? The Sphinx thing she was talking to?
Roll me. It's Arcana. It's not a natural creature, so Arcana. 12? You've heard tales of a sphinx. You don't know what type it is, but they're meant to be these super wise, ancient creatures.
That Sphinx creature you conversed with that allowed us passage. some of the points of conversation that were had makes me wonder if you're doing okay. I know
What do you mean?
Well, I know we've seen a lot, and your kin sprawled on the side of the road is not an easy sight to swallow for anyone.
Why would you swallow the sight?
It is a turn of phrase.
Why do you need to turn the phrase?
You know, I was never taught that, unfortunately. My leader didn't know
Shouldn't
the
the
answer
phrase
either.
just come out straight?
You know, that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? I'll heave over another boulder.
Mm-hmm.
But, as someone who has seen their kin sprawled out across the battlefield, I know it's not easy, even for someone seasoned in battle like myself. And I know this is not what you're used to. I want to make sure that you are okay.
I don't understand the question. Was there a question?
There's a question.
Oh. What was the question?
Are you, in your head and your heart, feeling okay?
She's gonna like pat her head and be like, my head feels okay, and I don't think I should touch my heart, but I think that feels okay.
Yeah, please don't
It's
reach in there.
working.
It's just under the third rib. You just kind of work your fingers there.
I mean, it feels like it's beating. Yeah. So that feels okay.
But do you feel a pain in your chest where your heart is?
No.
No.
I think Arexos is asking if you're so sad that you're having a hard time dealing with the sadness.
How would I know if I'm sad or if I'm not dealing with being sad? Did I say that right?
Are you asking Ray?
No, just asking.
When you think of what these elves have done to your family and your kind, what do you feel?
I don't know the word. I feel like the next time I see one of them, they should have a sip of this flask.
So you feel angry and want to take your frustration and hurt and sadness out on the people who did this to you. Does that sound right? You think they deserve to feel the pain they caused your people?
No, I think they should give back something they stole.
Ah,
I don't care what they feel in the process. It's not theirs.
that is true.
What did they steal?
The lives. The years.
And you want to take those back? You
Well,
feel
they
they
don't
deserve
belong
them?
to them. I
That
don't
is-
care that they deserve it. It's not theirs.
That is true.
And it's not right that no one stopped them. Or could stop them. But I can.
You can. And I can't speak for Cirrus and Link, but I know that I'm willing to help you do that.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think it will work if I pour some of this out of the flask, but I mean, you could just like tell me when you see them and we could ask them if they're from Nadrathan, and then I'm sure not all of them are bad, but maybe we have like a line of questioning to be like, are you one of the ones that has all like that? Like, how old are you? Or like,
We'll have a questionnaire. What is your opinion on Alan?
Yeah. I think it's pretty telling if they think that the Owlin are like supply, right? So
Like a
maybe
source of food or energy? Like just a
um
tool to be used?
yeah, or I mean, tools aren't bad, so we can't use that analogy. But it would be like asking them like pick one of the following. Do you see Alan as friends or as, you know, a restock, right?
Owlin are friends, not food.
I was literally. I was fucking typing that right now.
I don't know. I don't really care what they feel because they didn't care what we felt. So I just feel like they did something that wasn't fair in the balance of things, right? Like, you don't take to take, right? And you don't, you're not forced to give. You should just give because that's the balance of the world. But they broke that rule. And they took more and more and more and more. And it wasn't theirs to take.
You shouldn't take unnecessarily and give freely. Is that what?
I think you can give freely on a lot of things, but you shouldn't be forced to.
Forcing is bad.
Well, yeah. Do you want to be forced to die?
I don't
See?
know if I was forced to lay down my life in service of protecting my pride, but it's something I was willing to do to save people I cared about.
But I think if by that of your own volition, it's your decision.
What is that word?
Volition?
Yeah.
Your desire, your impetus, your choice, willingness,
I feel like Alexis would get it after that point. I mean, he's not stupid. He's got a 14 wisdom. I feel like,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, I think that if somebody said, you have to go to war and you don't get a choice and you have to die for your comrades, I don't care if you know them or not. That's not super cool, right?
I feel like there were some people who were forced to in penance of crimes that they did. But I wasn't the one who made those decisions. But I would have still laid down my
But what
life
if they
for the
didn't do
person.
anything wrong?
Well,
What if there
people,
was no crime and they still didn't want to? Would you force them?
I would not. There are many ways that someone could provide for the tribe without putting their life on the line.
And yet, if that still happened, what would you consider that?
That would not be okay. We
So
should.
the Allen that were stolen from their families, ripped away from their parents, to be stunned and paralyzed in a tower alone for years and years with their lives siphoned off at the whim of an elf.
So, kill all elves.
Okay.
Is that. Sorry, Sirius.
Well, I don't think we need to kill all elves, but we can make the elves that took part in this pay.
Okay.
Elves from Nadrathon.
Well,
Are
it
not-
wasn't all the elves. It was just like the high society ones that like had access in the inner circles to the mage tower.
Fancy elves from Nadrathon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The leading
High
families.
elves? I mean, you and your kind spent time being unfortunately enslaved. Do you recall the names of these families? Perhaps
Nope.
we can.
I stayed in my room.
That is fair.
Yep. They told me nothing.
It's
Tutu.
too bad we didn't keep that one elf's body. I'm pretty sure we could like force it to tell us things.
Lord Neldor?
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
stinky.
he's worse than a tool. He's not even a little useful.
He's a broken
No, I
tool.
agree, but we could force them to tell us who else took part, and then we'd be able to make a list.
Well, we can just ask my parents who the leading families are.
That we can.
Or ask Gwen, since she knew about the construction and things.
Just maybe don't tell Gwen our plan.
I don't think she would care.
Okay.
Okay,
Tutu?
did we clear enough rock? Oh, you're still concerned?
No.
Oh.
Can I have a hug?
Why?
Because I just feel bad, and I feel like you need a hug.
That
Is that
I
okay?
need a hug or that you need a hug because you think I need a hug?
I think maybe I need the hug.
Okay, Ray, he needs a hug. You're taller. Do you want to help?
Oh, okay. Ray like saunters over.
How tall is Ray on his back legs?
Oh,
He's like 5 feet or something, isn't he? He's not tiny.
he's
But
not tiny.
He's not tall. Like he's stocky. He's not like lanky.
So if I don't bend down, it's sort of like a shoulder hug.
Probably. Just thinking like normal proportions. I don't know if Tutu has something
He's
different.
5 feet tall.
So he like walks over Rexos and like stands up on his like hind legs. You hear kind of the like, grinding and like kind of tracking of like the metallic joints. So he like puts his forepaws like up to your shoulders, like gives you like a little like pull in as like an awkward battle bear hug.
Oh, no, wait, I lied. Medium tops out at 8 feet. So he's 8 feet on 2 legs.
Oh,
because
well, then,
you made him the biggest medium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so then he's taller than me on 2 legs.
Yeah.
He big boy.
Give him like a bear hug. Pick him up a little bit, set him back down.
He's like, what, 300, 400 pounds?
I'm pretty sure I could lift him.
Okay.
He's like, oh,
Did we
You
discuss
hug-
this? What's the lift?
you hug different than Tutu.
I'm a little bit
Lift
bigger
is,
than Tutu, bud.
lift is 30 times your strength number.
The number or the bonus?
The number.
So as long as your strength is like 15, you'll be fine.
But that
Yeah,
also
my
accounts
lift
for,
is
like,
5'10". So I'm pretty sure I could lift up Ray, no problem.
All right. So
And I know
Ray
it's-
and
it's
Arexos exchange a hug.
ineffective. Yeah, and I know it's ineffective, but it'll kind of like ruffle what would be his head feathers. But it's like metal on claws. It's like.
That is unpleasant.
You can't feel.
The sound.
No.
It's like nails on a metal owl bear head.
That is an adequate description. Yes. All right.
Tutu's the smart one.
And you are her protector.
You see him kind of like drop down to all fours and like kind of walk back over to Tutu and kind of like brush against you, Tutu.
Do you feel better now that you got the hug you needed?
Yeah, I feel better.
Oh, good. Is there anyone else that you're concerned about? Now seems like a great time to have chats.
Link. How you doing, bud?
I'm okay. What's up, Erexos?
Well, I know you kind of dropped Talea and we left without really much downtime for you. You found this companion spirit, but everything kind of moved so quickly. Now, granted, you know that I don't place much trust in gods or godlike entities. I'm not sure what Talea is or was to you, but I know she meant a lot to you when we first met.
I think it was just one of those chapters. I think today reinforced that I made the right decision overall, and I think things have been getting along good. I'm getting used to all my abilities, and my companion's pretty cool. And you guys all gave me the strength to do what I had to do. So yeah, I'm doing great.
I will say your newfound abilities were quite useful back there.
Like just like furls his like kind of fur and just looks kind of like blushy, like ooh.
Cirrus, are you?
Um, yeah, I think for the most part I'm okay. Um, things feel different. Uh, people in the group are going through changes uh, and growth. Hopefully good. Um, what about yourself?
Uh, well, I am very far from home, however. I feel it was my calling to wind up where I did when I did, and I only want to make sure that the people that I now call friends are safe. Also, side note, when Erexos was giving Rayblo a hug, he was gonna say, sorry for blowing you up.
Yeah, I mean Ray would take his reaction to that based off how like Tutu felt about it. I don't think Tutu is too upset by it, right?
Yeah.
She was actually, because he
She had to
got fully
rebuild.
he got fully dismantled.
If you like, I don't know Tutu. So like, what
But
would?
I don't know that he would remember it.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair.
but he takes his like emotional cues from you. So like, how does Tutu feel? Because I know Tutu has struggled with like the notion of like
Uh,
apologies before. So
yeah, I think that he'd get like a flippant annoyance response, like what did you say to him? Like, sorry for blowing you up.
Yeah, sorry, bud, for about that.
Um, I feel like Ray would probably get like Tutu's inner monologue of like, uh, yeah, and sorry for slashing your face for holding the banana. Yeah.
I mean, Rexos was fully aware of what he did, and he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He apologized
But
profusely as soon as
as
he knocked
a
out of it. But
construct, Ray is probably
yeah,
like, I mean, he's feeding from Tutu, and she's probably like, yeah, and we all feel bad for attacking you. Oh no. Like,
oh no,
yeah, so he's probably like, yeah, okay.
yeah. I feel like in essence, Rexos wanted to check in with everybody because he felt bad, knowing that he willingly attacked people that he took a personal vow to protect. I know none of you asked him to, but that's
yeah,
just his nature as a soldier.
yeah, you get Ray responds in that kind of like flippant teenage voice, like like teenage vibe, like yeah, great,
It's fine, Mom.
yeah,
Gosh.
great, you killed me, I appreciate you. Moving on.
So yeah. I guess just to give a little bit of insight and reasoning as to why he's checking in is Erexos feels really bad for turning on you all, even though it was against his will.
Well, I'm glad that it is in the past.
Note to self: do not touch any more metal bananas. Sorry, Ray.
I touched it just fine. I got it in the box and everything without going crazy.
Thanks for checking in, Erectos.
Yeah, metal bananas bad, real bananas and latex bananas good.
What's latex? Is that a new crafting material?
It's something you can use in golem construction. It makes the flesh golems lighter.
To give them a shiny texture.
I hear it adds extra protection.
Alrighty. I don't know if we've moved enough rock by now, so
Yeah, definitely have moved enough rock. Your God, have we ever moved?
I just keep going.
So yeah, you
I'm
guys
carving out a new area now.
You guys have cleared this passage. You think, Tutu, even like your kind of like passive investigation, I think it's north of 15, right?
No, not mine. That's Rexos.
Not
That's me.
perception, investigation.
Investigation is 18.
Yeah.
Mine's a
So
-1.
Yeah, so you think that like this passage is still structurally sound, having cleared out much of this rubble. You don't think there's a risk of cave-in. And you can see that this, while it's not fully cleared like some of the rest of the passages here, like the one you came in, you think that it does ascend up out of this underground area.
Let's give it a go, team. Sirius, do you know where the next one is that we're supposed to go to?
I've been looking at this instruction thing, and I think based on where we've gone, I think the next one is. Where do I think the next one is?
So, you should all have a new handout. Hopefully you see it now. Yes? No? Maybe?
Mm-hmm. Are we at the ruins?
Yeah, you guys are at the ruins.
Dude, my heart's breaking.
So you guys are at the ruins now. You believe, based on the kind of rough map, Cirrus, that there is one more of these at each of the other labeled locations on the map.
But I thought you said there were like 6 or 8 or something like that.
There's 6, and you've taken out 2, and you're at the ruins now.
There's only 5 on the map.
I know the other one was at the very perimeter. It's not pictured here.
Huh?
It's at the very edge of the desert.
Yeah.
Like the very, very edge.
Okay. So. Okay.
So you've done 2. You've done the one that isn't pictured, and you've done the ruins, and there are 4 more.
So wouldn't that be 3 then? If it's one at the edge, the bones, the ruins?
I think
There are 5 labels on the map. You have dealt with one of them. And you have dealt with one that isn't pictured on the map. So you've dealt with 2. There are 4 remaining.
so. We have not done the Valley of Bones.
You have not done the Valley of Bones, you have not done the Temple of Orthus, you have not done Selenia's Refuge, and you have not done Seth's Enclave. You have
So
done...
that was not the bone place that we went through, team.
No.
No. You have done the ruins, and you have done the one that isn't pictured on the map.
What about
Sorry.
that hidden oasis looking thing at the bottom right?
That's not actually the hidden oasis that you're thinking about. That was just an oasis in the desert.
It's aesthetic.
It's where all the crowbars are.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the next one would be like the valley or the refuge.
I feel like based off of the way that they're positioned and how we exited the temple, we might be headed towards the refuge. We could just do a big counterclockwise.
I mean,
Go
that works
refuge
for me.
on Temple Valley.
Sure.
So you guys are gonna take the trip across the desert once you get back to the surface to head towards the refuge?
Unless someone else had a different plan they wanted to execute.
Well, it may be easier to go up through to the Enclave, but then come back down because there's just a vast expanse between the two. And then come back down to the valley and then do the temple last.
Or are you suggesting moving in sort of like a V
A U,
instead of
yeah. So
so
like go refuge,
ruins.
Enclave, and then come back down to Bones and then temple, so that we're not doing the like massive distance between the Enclave and the temple.
Oh, see, I thought you meant going past the refuge to the Enclave, coming back down towards the ruins, hitting the refuge, going back to the ruins, and then going up to the temple and coming back down to the valley.
Mm-mm.
I think
Or
you
was
would,
that-
like, realistically, you would walk past the refuge to get to the Enclave from where you guys are.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to intentionally bypass the refuge. But I know what you're saying. I think if I understood what Tutu was saying is, from ruins to refuge to Enclave, retrace your steps, then Bones, Temple. See what happens.
Well,
Yeah.
that's up to you guys. I'm just saying, from a distance perspective, the temple looks a lot closer to the valley than it does to the Enclave.
True, and we also have. Because we're looking at the map, like, this is all sprawled out in front of us, right?
Well, and I just don't want to get stuck in the middle of the desert with no shelter or anything.
True, and we can make use of the refuge twice, up and back.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
That's fine with me. The last time I was in a desert this big, I was on an airship. So, I mean, the good news is if we double back, at least we'll have spots to camp where we've already cleared out.
Unless the respawn timer has lapsed, and then we're screwed.
Yeah, but that's future us problem.
That sounds like
Okay.
Alright.
a much
So-
less sand route.
So I guess the refuge.
Yep.
Anybody
The
know how to
refuge.
figure out where northeast is when the sun never moves?
Is the sun just sitting directly in the center of the sky?
Yeah, it looks like it. Like, from a progression standpoint, you'd guess it's probably like 1:30 or something. Like, same as it
It's
was when you first got
perpetually
here.
noon.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Gotcha.
can fly up really high in the air and tell you what I see.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Perhaps we can
Okay.
get a landmark for bearings.
Mm-hmm.
As you fly up into the air and kind of survey the surroundings.
Wait, did we get out of the tunnel and come up to the surface with no issue?
I assume you guys said you were walking that direction.
Well, I didn't know we made it totally up to the surface.
Yeah, you walk like the probably 150 feet or so, kind of up
But
this.
did we come out on the backside of those ruins or on the backside of the pyramid, or like what happened?
Yeah,
I'm very confused on where we ended up. We were in the tunnel the last time I knew.
yeah. You see the temple behind you. You have come up out of what looks like the side of like a sand dune. This kind of rough, kind of much cruder looking than the entrance to the temple. Especially based on kind of all the stuff that you have talked about recently. It would kind of give you that like servant entrance vibe. You see the large temple behind you and the kind of back wall of that whole temple grounds. You also, looking back to especially if you're doing the thing you mentioned where you fly up in the air, currently you see what looks like two great like flame snakes currently like clashing over the temple grounds.
Okay.
And based on the landmark, you are pretty confident, having understood where you traveled from on the shore to get to the temple, that northeast is that away.
I'm assuming that away is going to be super descriptive enough for me to tell the rest of the party.
Yep.
Cool. Hi, team. The powers that be told me that way.
No, they said that you know where you came from. You're very smart. You knew the direction you traveled to get to the temple. And because the temple is behind you and a very good landmark, you can figure out that you have to go about 30 degrees right to be on a northeast trajectory.
So, northeast is apparently somewhere to my right. That way.
Good enough for what I have.
Okay.
I mean, I know of some people that actually make good pilots because somehow they always know where north is. Maybe you got that skill. Who knows?
I had to fly up really high in the sky to figure out where I am. So, I don't know how I'm going to find north. Are they tall? Are they...
No, they're just like my size, but just somehow they innately know, like, where north is. Like, I can cast spells. Maybe it's a special.
Why are they trying to find north, though? What do they have?
If they know where north is, then they can figure out where all the other directions are. It's really handy when you're a pilot.
But why does north have all the directions? That's
I
not
don't
very
know.
nice. They should share.
I think it's just a marker.
Why are they marking things?
I don't know how we got here, but I was just saying that maybe you just have a special talent.
Oh. Okay. I don't know who north is or why they mark stuff or why they hoard all the directions from people, but hopefully whoever's looking for them finds them and can figure out how to get home faster or wherever they need to go. That seems like a really mean person. I don't know why you would want to know them.
Well, it's just like you know how to fix Ray. It's just a skill.
Oh, yeah, but I don't hoard it. I could teach you guys.
Well, I think what they know is the position of north. I don't think they take north.
Why would you take anybody? That seems really mean.
I didn't say they take. I said I don't think they take anything. I think they just know the position of north relative to where they are.
But then why are they looking for it?
I don't think they're looking for.
If they know where if they know where north is positioned, then why are they constantly looking for it? They should just go get it.
Well, and I just point in like a direction, right? I'm just like, I think if that's north, and then I point like to the right, like then they know that that's east, right? And then in the middle, they know that that's northeast. And if
You're talking about directions, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a person named North.
No, I don't know anybody named North.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I follow. Okay.
I knew somebody named North once. It was Kanye North.
So I think the direction that you're wanting to go is somewhere that way, which I think is to the right in some degree variation.
Well, I trust you, so let's go that way. It's better
Excellent.
than any idea I have.
Okay.
As you...
How much psychic damage did I take during that conversation?
all of it. As you start off towards the northeast, after a particularly loud clash between those fire serpents in the background, Tutu, you kind of hear this voice kind of like echo,
It's not quite the same as like when you've talked to the other gods, but you hear it just kind of like echo in your mind. But it sounds a little more like distant, almost like disinterested, focused on something else. But you recognize the voice to be that of Orthus from your earlier interaction. Seems like you accomplished whatever it was you were doing. I noticed a weakening of the thing that keeps us here.
Yeah, your sister asked us to help you guys, which in turn will help everybody. So, I guess here we are, helping. Yay.
Not like the
Then,
all-powerful gods couldn't do anything. Yay.
then allow me to be the, how did you say it? Nice one. And
Okay.
you see in front of you, as you guys are walking through this like sprawling expanse of sand, this lush oasis with this like crystal clear pool of water in the middle just spring into being in front of you.
Oh, that looks nice. Did you do that?
Yes.
Huh. Is it safe or are we gonna die?
It will serve you while you rest here, and then it will be no more.
We're resting, team. Apparently. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that looks great compared to desert.
Yeah, I just didn't know that we were going. Okay. We're
Ask him.
resting.
Ask him if we can bank it for later.
Can this follow us for a while until we need it? Since you can make it appear, can you just like tether it? You know?
Or additionally, can you help us out with more than just a pool of water?
You wish to push further into this domain before stopping?
Do we want to keep going, team?
Yes.
Do we need to rest? I don't. I will let you guys decide who rests up more often than I do.
Well, I mean, I always get a little bit of power back every time I rest.
Yeah, I
Like-
think Link gets a little bit back too.
Are we? How you guys? Out of game. How are you guys looking on spell slots?
I'm fine.
I could push on. I have a decent amount of spell slots left, but a rest would also be like I basically could roll either way.
After a short rest, I would get all of my second level spell slots back, and so I'd only be down one spell slot.
Well, we can short rest if that's what people want to do. I just don't want to. I don't want to waste it. I guess, but we don't know what we're gonna come up against either, so it may be better just to rest now.
If you wish to go further, I will summon it when you stop for the day.
I can manifest one more echo, and I have a second wind left. But any of my offensive abilities are spent for the day. I've just got my echo and my fact that I can do 2 attacks.
Do you get those back on a short rest?
That's what I was checking, but nothing under Manifest Echo says that I get them back on a short rest or a long rest.
That sounds like a research problem.
I think I get Action Surge back on a short rest.
You do?
And I don't think I get Unleash Incarnation back until a long rest. Yeah, long rest.
You get action surge back in a short rest.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I would get back as far as I'm aware is Action Surge.
And second wind.
I didn't use it. Oh, and my Cloak of Misty Step, but again, that's situational.
I mean, we don't have to rest. I was just saying, I get a fragment of power back, but I still have spell slots. We can push on.
I don't see any reason why we can't travel for a ways. You said we did only recently just finish resting before we came upon the two fighting. Right?
It was like 4 hours before. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've only been awake for like half a day.
Yeah. You're probably like, if it had been morning, it would probably be like, by the time you cleared the tunnel, you're probably talking like, 2 o'clock in the afternoon type deal.
I mean, I would argue that besides Erexos, that everyone else would have managed a short rest. Because they were just sitting there while he talked and cleared rubble. If it took an hour to do.
I'm not opposed to that.
So you're saying that like Cirrus had a short rest while they were like clearing rubble and we were all chit chatting?
Yeah, I mean, none of you said that, but I'm willing to go with it.
Okay. I wasn't clearing rubble. We're gonna retcon so that they were clearing rubble, and I was just taking part in the chat while I sat on my ass watching them do all the hard work.
Well, I feel like Ray and Erexos were really the only ones strong enough to move it.
That's hurtful. Next time, I'm casting enlarge on Tutu, and she's gonna just like do all of the things.
She's gonna flap her wings once and create a tornado. Yeah, we could continue on.
So, what are you conveying back to?
About what?
To Orthus about if we're gonna use the Oasis later or now.
Well, I think we just decided later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had already asked him that.
And he said he could summon it later if that's what you guys chose.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah.
was it. I'm so confused. That's a question that requires me to answer. I asked him like, can you just make it appear later, or have it follow us? And he said he can summon it later if that's what we choose. Yeah.
Okay.
That requires me to answer back.
He's like, do you want option A or option B? And you're like, well, can I have option A? And he's like, okay, but are you sure?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I didn't realize there was a question.
I was just like,
Oh, I thought
Sure
it was
was.
everybody.
Nope.
But was there a question? I didn't hear the question.
I think the question was, do you want the Oasis now or later?
Oh, later would be fine.
Summon it when you stop for the rest that you will require later.
Cool.
Does anybody need more water?
I believe I'm okay. I think my water skin is still full-ish.
It's important to stay hydrated when you're going through the desert.
I mean, you have an alchemy jug, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, I think on our last long rest, you filled everyone's water skins.
Yeah, I did. Yep. And I can fill everyone's water skins like another 4 times. Sorry, 3 times.
Okay. So Sarah does some water skin top-offs. You guys all stay well hydrated. And you start trudging across the desert towards the northeast.
So, you would guess that based on how long it took you to get from the coastal ruin that you were at to the main ruins where the temple was, Cirrus, that you're probably looking at maybe 3 or 4 days across the desert to get to Selenia's refuge.
Well, I mean, we got to get there. I'll try to offer whatever advice I can offer based on my experience with deserts.
So, the way we'll do this, you guys, through some smart planning, excellent use of skills and abilities and magic, have managed to offset much of the peril of traveling through the desert. So, this first day, there's absolutely no issue. You guys are coming off of a long rest. You accomplished your things. None of you are too beat up thanks to Link's restoration capabilities. Well hydrated and well equipped. You guys progress for the rest of the afternoon and evening, at least from an hour's perspective. And as monotonous as the journey is, you walk for another 5 hours, 6 hours or so, until your bodies start to feel like it should be evening, even though it clearly is not. But this would be around the time, you can tell from, how hungry or how tired you feel, that this would be around that time you would normally start breaking for camp.
Shall we rest for the night?
Yeah,
good to me.
I'm pretty tired, or at least I'm getting there. Hey, Tutu, can you call up that orifice again?
We're ready.
You don't get a response, but the kind of dunes around you start to kind of like flatten, almost as if someone kind of like is like sifting the sand, and you see a few large palms sprout out of the ground, seemingly out of nowhere, to cast a fairly substantial amount of shade beneath them. You see this area in the middle where the sand begins to just kind of like drain away, as if like someone pulled the plug out of the desert, and in its place, as the sand continues to kind of just whisk away, you start to see water start filling up that space as some like lush grass starts to grow around the edge of the water. And after a few moments, this vibrant oasis appears again.
I had an image in my head just now of Tutu like rocking back and forth on her heels and like swinging her arms, kind of like the toddler does, and just looking up in the sky, going, okay, we're ready."
I love it. Mm-hmm.
She's like, "I don't know how to contact you, but can we have that back now, please? Thank you."
This is a magic oasis, right? That's going to disappear when we leave.
That's what.
Like
If Tutu
ostensibly?
relayed that, that's what he said to Tutu.
Mm-hmm.
Did you share that information?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cirrus is gonna go down to like the edge of the oasis water, and just sort of, put his feet in the water.
Yeah, feels very cool and refreshing, like cooler than the water should in the middle of a desert, but it's very pleasant.
Rexus has already removed his armor and gear and jumps past Cirrus directly into the water.
Cannonball!
Yeah, Orexos, it feels amazing. Like, you're not a huge fan of like the aftermath of being like wet as a large cat, but like, oh my god, getting this sand out of your fur, getting cooled down, so worth it.
Yeah, it's the cooling down outside of the heavy armor that he's very interested in.
When Rexos like comes back up from like underwater from that initial plunge, Sirius is gonna cast the actual spell Gust of Wind and like aim it for the water and try to like splash Rexos.
Okay.
Link hops in and out. Wants to cool down. Wants to wash off. Doesn't like water.
Okay. Yeah, it's your Erexos. You just get like tidal waved from Sirius's Gust of Wind spell. There's just like this like perpetual splash going on in your face.
Look, I didn't want to get waterboarded, alright?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said Geronimo. I thought you said Guantanamo.
When it finally finishes, can I try to, like, muscle a big two-handful splash back at Sirius?
Yes, you can. Assuming Sirius is close to the edge with his feet in still, you definitely can splash Sirius successfully.
Sirius will definitely take that splash. Just a little splash.
A little splash. Don't make me summon my final echo and just fucking start going to town on this water, throwing it everywhere.
No, I've been imbibing rather non-characteristically while I've been on vacation, and I've been saying just a little splash as I pour like half a cup of vodka. So that's why Ryan's killing himself right now.
I did just see it headed there, and then the just a little splash got me because,
All right, so you guys. Oh, go ahead.
Real quick. I was gonna say, if Erexos notices the like dichotomy of Link like wanting to get in the water but hates the water, but like he wants to cool off but also wet, kind of like stalk up to him, like just with his eyes barely peeking above the water, until he's sure that Link's not paying attention, and splash at him too.
You definitely get splashed by Erexos, Link.
Yeah. Okay. Then Link just like after that just dives in for a second to like he's like, well, already splashed. You kind of got to splash. So
Link wild shapes into a shark, eats a Rexos.
Oh god! I forgot he's a druid now.
During all this like sort of tomfoolery, does Tutu like make her way down to the water's edge? Does she look like she wants to take part?
Nope. She super doesn't.
You have to remember, last time Tutu submerged herself in water, it didn't go so great.
I mean, that is true.
Especially magic water.
Yep.
All right, so as you
Just
you
a
guys
little bit of PTSD.
as you guys enjoy
Just a smidge.
the
Just a splash.
benefits,
Yeah.
as you guys enjoy the benefits of Orthus's oasis, the kind of evening comes upon you. You guys have provisions. You definitely feel a sense of like tranquility here, as much as you all have different stuff going on. There's something about this place that seems safe, tranquil almost. Looking beyond kind of the borders of this oasis now, the desert itself looks different. Those rolling dunes are gone, and you just see flat, almost nothing. It's like as if someone stripped all of the sand away, and there was just this flat layer of kind of sand-colored something stretching as far as the eye can see in every direction. And you look up, expecting to see that, the sun that you've been staring at now for days. stuck at 1:30 type position. You don't see a sun at all, yet it's still light out. You see just this omnipresent kind of golden glow. Not the baking blaze of the sun. So, you guys can settle in for the night. You can do anything else that you want.
I don't think there's anything that Cirrus wants to do other than like fall asleep like in some of that lush grass.
Arexis wants to try an experiment. And
Go on.
he wants to fill his water skin with the oasis water.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Just to see if it's, because I imagine, like you said, it's extremely like cool and refreshing, and I'm curious if it stays when we leave.
Yep. You fill up your water skin filled to the brim with this water.
And it's kind of like find a big palm tree under, or a grassy spot under a big palm tree, and like kind of scratch at it a bit, like it's a scratching post.
Okay.
And then follow suit with Cirrus and kind of curl up in the nice lush grass.
Yep. Link.
Not sleeping yet, just relaxing.
Yeah, Link would find some shade, probably near the rest of the group, and yeah, just kind of like snuggle the feathery feathers from Rayblow, and just kind of find a nice spot and curl up.
Okay. Anything from you two?
No, I would have been dozing with Ray in the sand, probably near a tree or two, just watching everybody, and she probably would have dozed off already.
Does she like go to sleep on a bedroll?
No. The sand doesn't bother her any. If she burrows down into it, it's actually quite cool.
You're
I
gonna
want to
say
do the classic, like in the middle of the night, carry the bedroll out to the lake.
to float it on there.
Alright, so you guys are all, three of you are relaxing. Tutu is cuddled up, passed out with Ray, kind of lightly burrowed in the sand.
And I set Tempest to do his regular watch.
Okay.
Cirrus, if you, because Arexis would know by now that Cirrus doesn't like sleep the full 8 hours or 6 hours or whatever is required, right?
Yeah, like he typically takes a watch and then retires to his vessel, but tonight he's actually gonna like curl up in this like beautiful oasis.
So if I take first watch, would you be full and hearty to do a second watch?
If you start talking about it, he'll mention that I think Rayblow normally watches, and
Oh, that's true.
Tempest is gonna watch, so there really isn't anything preventing us from just sort of enjoying like a full night's rest.
Okay. Part of me forgets that Ray doesn't sleep, even though I literally played a fucking Warforged who didn't sleep.
No worries.
Alright, so the companions keep watch for the evening. The rest of you all find your respective rest. Tempest encounters an interesting phenomenon as he tries to do his normal invisible kind of fly around and scout piece. Once he gets about 30 or 40 feet up, like above the top of the tallest palm tree, he can't go any higher.
So it's kind of like a Truman Show set where the sky is like a hard ceiling.
Yeah.
We're in Orthus's tiny hut.
But I mean, he can circle around. The perimeter of the oasis seems to be also as far as he can traverse out.
Then he'll just do lazy circles inside the perimeter that he's ascertained.
Ray does his watch as well. You guys kind of, especially with what Orthus said that you'd be safe there and it would be gone in the morning. Very much has that vibe. You don't hear anything. No creatures, no sounds, no nothing. Just sounds of, the odd snore from a companion. The odd creak from Ray as he kind of walks the perimeter. But no other sounds, no other sights. So you guys can all mark off a long rest. And as you wake up in the morning, the first of you who wake up notice it's almost as if there's that strange shimmer and that flat, endless expanse around the oasis is replaced by the rolling dunes. And you see the palm tree start almost turning into raining sand as it falls to the ground. You see the oasis, that deep pool that three of you swam or dipped your feet into, just kind of refill with sand, and kind of keep rising into another one of the small dunes. The grass just withers into, again, more sand. You see some that even looks like grass shape, as if it turned into sand itself, and stays a bit like a sandcastle for a moment before its weight pulls it down to the ground. And then it's gone. No trace of it ever having been there. You're all well rested. And you have your direction.
I immediately check my water skin.
It feels very squishy. Very weighted.
Like sloshy squishy or grainy squishy?
More like grainy squishy.
Fuck.
Called it.
I'll open up the fucking cap and look inside. Pour a little bit out of
You
my
get
hand.
sand in your eyeball.
You press the button, Trevor.
You get sand in your eyeball.
No. I said I poured it out into my hand.
Okay. You said you look inside.
Yeah, I popped the top and looked down at it. Not open it over my open eye like an idiot.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah, you pour out a bunch of sand into your palm.
I pour all the sand out and begrudgingly trudge over to Sirius and ask him to fill my water skin at least twice. Once so I can wash out the sand and twice so I can have water again.
That makes Cirrus very sad. Yeah, Cirrus will help you wash out the water skin and make sure it's full.
Easy enough to do. So, you guys have about 3 days left of travel, based on Sirius's estimation and Tutu's bearing, to get to Selenia's refuge. Again, thanks to how well the party impressed and entertained Orthus and Seth, giving them a reprieve from their continual contest, and Tutu's answers for the Sphinx. You got the boon from Orthus in the form of the Oasis. For the next... I'm gonna regret this later. For the next week, 7 days, you all have an inherent +1 bonus to all of your ability and skill checks.
Yeah, cool. Sick.
That's pretty sweet.
IRL too.
No, in IRL you actually get a -2.
Oh, there's not good.
Not this week.
Got one for a week. You want to work? First day back, I get -2 sick.
Alright.
So
Nice. So all my -1s are actually at 0.
yeah, for now.
Yay! I've just
Oh boy, I
become
can't
Kevin
wait
Ramsey.
to make use of that +0 Arcana now instead of a -1.
All right, so what we're gonna do? We're not gonna RP 3 more days of walking through the desert.
Donka.
So I will though move you guys.
It was in Arexos' water ski.
Wait,
Uh,
what?
Hey, I was like, hey, did you see that sand over there?
We're RPing the walk.
I spy with my little eye.
Something sandy.
You should have only poured out some of the sand. You would have had a Morocco.
Oh, or one of those like stress squish balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so after kind of repeating this same kind of flow with much less relaxed and luscious evening locales, you do see this small little encampment on the horizon as you kind of top one of these dunes. And you guys find yourself at what you would suspect is Selenia's refuge. And we'll get to what that actually looks like next time. But you see, at a high level, I'll give you some deets. See what look like maybe a dozen people in and about these tents. They don't look particularly hardy or threatening. You don't see a lot of weapons. Much beyond like a simple dagger. Maybe the odd person has a short sword. If like Arexos' passive perception like clues in. They seem to be.
He's only like one higher than me.
Yeah, but he's still the highest, right?
He has a 15. I have a 14.
Well, actually, if you guys have +1, you're 15 now too, right?
I'm at 16.
Yeah, he's 16 and I'm
Okay.
15.
So Tutu and Arexos will probably notice that maybe one of them has a short sword, and that these people seem to be surviving. Tutu, honestly, it kind of gives you some vibes of those like communities that were in like Nadrathon, especially some of like the poorer Owlin communities, where like they were living mostly.
I was gonna say, do we see somebody spray painting their teeth silver?
Yeah, not quite the Mad Max Half-Life Half-Boys. Alright, they're broken. So oh boy. So we are back on Monday.
Trevor. Canon. Stacy just figured out the somatic component to my gust spell.
I get why he wears a robe. The robe makes so much more sense now.
Back on Monday for for Fate's sake. It is Thanksgiving for the Canadians, so there's still some question as to whether or not we might have to rejig that date. So we'll confirm. But we will be back at some point next week for Fate's sake, and then 2 weeks today for Finders again. And thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Why?